One of the things that I realized early in the research for my book was the many connections to the ocean, to the seagoing days in centuries past, and of course, no amount of direct connections like this can miss the Phantom Ship and the story of the Phantom Ship of the Beta Chaleur as a real legend, probably the most famous legend here along these Gaspe shores and the Beta Chaleur for sure. Many firsthand accounts of seeing the Phantom Ship. So I'm going to read a small section from Gaspe the Romantique Revisited, where we dive into this great ghost tale. Of the many myths and mysteries, fables and ghost stories these Gaspe shores contain, perhaps one more than any other has enough first-hand accounts and recorded sightings to be in a class all by itself, the Phantom Ship. The tale is chilling, a yarn whose origins are of a pirate ship being chased in the Baie des Chaleurs by a man of war, on fire and sinking, its crew screaming and scurrying about the inflamed masts, rigging and hull fully engorged by the flames. It has been said that in calm waters, just prior to a storm brewing, the ghost ship revisits these shores all throughout the bay, with often more sightings closer to the southern New Brunswick shoreline. However, covering a vast stretch, according to those who claim to have witnessed her flaming wreck, from Percé to Dalhousie. Margaret Grant McWhorter wrote in her book, Treasure Trove, of a ghost ship and captured numerous first-hand accounts of encounters with the ship. She says, on one occasion, a number of men were returning from Jacket River to New Richmond, and when 3/4 of the way across, they suddenly saw the burning ship sailing up the bay. To avoid collision, they turned out of her course and gave her right of way, and thus had a good view of her, and the sight was enough to frighten the stoutest heart of among them. So weird was it. The ship was aflame, rigging, mast, and hull. A man stood at the helm, and the sailors were running up and down, climbing the rigging, hither and thither. On the quarterdeck, clearly in view, stood a beautiful woman, gazing straight ahead with an extended arm, evidently giving orders, while above, beneath, and all around the ship, one seething mass of fire. One Christmas Eve, some years ago, the Roman Catholic congregation of Grand Anse, New Brunswick, on their way to midnight mass, saw the ship, a square rigged, under full sail on the ice, all on fire. And there are people still living who vouch for the truth of the story. That same night at Petit Rocher, New Brunswick, the congregation was going to midnight mass, saw her sail close into the shore and disappear.